Hello, I'm Paul, and this is Paul Plays with Fire. I'm so glad you're here. Come on in, grab a chair. Today on the show, we're going to be making the first in a series of cultural appropriations. Maybe that's too strong, but I sure ain't going to call it fusion. What am I talking about? Midwesterners have a habit of taking another culture's food, adding the word breakfast to the beginning of it, and claiming it as their own. Here are a few examples. Breakfast tacos, breakfast lasagna, breakfast pizza, and breakfast salad. Okay, I'm just joking about that last one. Most Midwesterners I know would not eat a breakfast salad. And I'm mostly kidding about all of this. The foods in this category are delicious, except for the breakfast salad. And the reason these foods exist is because Midwesterners are busy. They have things to do and places to be. That drywall isn't gonna hang itself, and you don't wanna be up on the scaffolding with an empty stomach. These breakfast items are hearty foods that are great to grab when you are on the go. So today we're gonna be making one of my favorites in this category, the breakfast burrito. Oh, so good. And this is gonna be great. Stick around, let's get busy. First things we're gonna do, we got home fries. Griddle's already hot. Griddle's out. Okay, the griddle's already hot, so for starters, we're gonna go with some home fries. In our burrito, we're gonna have home fries, and they take the longest to cook, so we're gonna start those first. We're also gonna have some sausage, pork sausage, and we're also gonna saute up some peppers and some onions, nice red onions. And of course, we got our obligatory eggs, and we've got a little pico de gallo that we're also gonna add to that. So let's get our home fries going. We should talk about home fries here for a second before I put them on. The way I make home fries is I parboil them for 7 minutes inside on the stove with 2 teaspoons of vinegar in them. And what that does is that sets up the pectin on the surface of the potato so that they don't break down on the grill, and they cook a little faster because you parboil them. I did a video on this a little while ago. If you look up here and here, you'll see a link to it and what the thumbnail of the video looks like. So go ahead and check that one. Don't go now, watch this first, but then go check out the other one after that. So we'll add our home fries. And the trick to our home fries is to get them laid out flat. And then just mostly leave them alone. That one flat side down will get brown, and that will set up the structure for the potato, and it'll hold it together so it doesn't fall apart on you. It's not gonna matter a whole lot since it's gonna be inside a burrito, but it makes me happy to do it that way. And then, like I said, we also have our sausage. That also takes a little while. So we're gonna put that on now. We'll turn it into a smashed sausage. Yeah, normally when I start out these videos with the griddle, it's always about doing some bacon first. So I'm trying to break things up a little bit. I'm doing pork sausage instead of bacon this time. So I hope you're happy. We'll let that cook a little bit. And the potatoes take about 25 minutes. So we've got some time to kill here. We'll see you in a little bit. We'll see you in a little bit when we go to add our peppers and onions. Well, the potatoes have been on for about 15 minutes, the home fries, and they're starting to look pretty good. Here, I'll show you what we got. I left them I turned them so they're all one side down, and then now that side looks about like that, that's where we want to be. That really sets up the structure of each piece of potato by having one side down. So now we'll go ahead and turn those around a little bit to go ahead and cook the rest of the potato, but these potatoes will be pretty solid, pretty architecturally sound. Okay, we'll give those a little stir, and that's good for now. Then we're gonna put a little more oil down, and then we're gonna put some peppers and onions down. Now, peppers and onions aren't really traditional in a breakfast burrito, but I guess we're kind of making a breakfast fajita burrito. As long as we're making an abomination, might as well go all in. We'll let those peppers and onions cook a little bit. And don't get me started about a Philly steak that has peppers on it. Or you want to see people lose their mind. put a little salt and pepper on our potatoes. And our sausage is coming along so nicely. We just moved it back out of the way so it didn't get dried out. But it's just, it's right where we want it to be. So we'll let those, boy, those smell good already. Let those peppers and onions cook. And about the time we get those done, I think we're ready to make some eggs and make a burrito. So we'll see you in a little bit. Okay, our peppers are done, our potatoes are done, our sausage is done. We've got that all pushed off to this side of the griddle, so we've got plenty of room here for eggs. And if you notice, maybe our supply is a little bit depleted. That's because I made one burrito already. That was a miserable failure. Oh, maybe I'll show you a little bit of it, maybe I won't. But guess what? I put too much stuff in it. It's like, that's what I always do. That's my MO. Oh, this is gonna be a mess. I've done it again. I put too much in it. This will be a mess we won't talk about, okay? So we're gonna clean off our spot here, and we're gonna try and make another burrito that's a little more right-sized. Clean off the spots for some eggs, and put some butter down, because butter and eggs just go so well together. And just let that butter melt for a second. That butter will tell us the temperature of the griddle. It's about 320, 330, right where we want it. You move it this way a little bit, it's a little hotter. Move it this way a little bit, just about right. So we'll stay in that zone. Okay, and we've got a couple eggs that we just beat up real quick. And we'll put a little salt in that, and we'll put that out there. Gotta be careful not to let it run away on us. Kind of use the first little bit of eggs to build up a dam to hold back the rest of them. There we go. Put a little pepper on that. I already put the salt in. And we'll just cook that up real quick. We don't have to do too much to it. It'll just mostly be fine the way it is. Let's let that sit for a little bit. Potatoes are good. Sausage is good. Sausage is always good. And this is a good make-ahead dish too. You could, if you had a griddle like this, or even if you don't, you could go ahead and make 3 or 4 days worth of breakfast burritos and then just keep them in the fridge, microwave, or warm up a convection oven, better yet. You could, I suppose you could microwave it, but it'd be so much better if you did it in a convection oven. Or just eat them cold. Those eggs are getting pretty close. Now we don't want to do these eggs too much because they're going to cook a little bit more once we get them inside the burrito. We want them just set and no more. That's about where we're at. Another thing I like about griddle cooking is all the real estate you have to deal with. Ugh. Plenty of room. Okay, all right, those eggs are done. We're gonna move that back out of the way. Make room for a burrito shell that we're not going to overfill. We're not going to overfill it. We're gonna start with the eggs. That's enough. And then we're gonna put a little peppers and onions in there. Some sausage. Very tiny amount of potatoes. Too much. Some cheese. I'm going to put pico de gallo on top. I was going to put it inside, but it's already too big. Okay, I got loose ends. That's okay. Save these eggs for the dog. She loves them. We are done. Look at that. It's a good looking burrito right there. There, a little burrito topped with pico de gallo. That's pretty good eating. Look at that. Isn't it a work of art? Yeah, maybe not so much, but it's not too bad. And you know, this is comfort food. This doesn't have to be pretty food. This is food that makes you feel good. Oh, the sausage and the ham, and or the sausage and the egg and the potatoes, and the vegetables and that fresh pico on top. Oh, that's good. Well, we made a breakfast burrito today. And we're going to do something like that again next time too. Breakfast something or other. I'm not sure what. This has been Paul Plays with Fire. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Or maybe it's up there. Maybe it's down there. I don't know.